Everybody, this is going to be my short intro for my online with synchronous Zoom session classes. I hope you'll watch this entire video before your first class because I don't want to have to cover it in class. It will be very useful for explaining the course, and you do have things due before the first day of class most semesters. So what you need to do an online course, you need internet access, you need working knowledge of Canvas, you need self-discipline. I won't be telling you what to do all the time, so you'll have to read. I make that easy by having you do the online Revel assignments, but you still do have to read. You will have to take exams online. There's a time limit. You have a limit of opportunity. Okay, it'll be fine. So let's talk about what we're going to talk about. So here's the roadmap for this little lecture. I'm going to talk about the textbook, Canvas, our objectives and content, instructional method, online, not much to say there, course requirements, evaluation, and then questions. If we are in person, I give you questions. As it is, you can just always email me. So your text is the Psychology, the 6th edition by Ciccarelli and White. You can get use a hard copy, but you don't need it. Pearson Revel has an e-text, and you can just access it from Canvas, buy it, purchase it, everything without really going anywhere, which is most convenient. So you probably know this, but if you don't, you get to Canvas from the COS homepage, okay, vbc.edu. You go and you log in with your My Giant by clicking on My Giant. And then you get this little screen, right? Or some version of it, because everybody's a little different. Right here, you have the Canvas logo, and you click on that, and that will open up a new window with all your courses. One of your courses will be the course that you are taking right now with me. And so you click on that. This is from summer, so this is not yours. And this is what it's going to look like, okay, more or less. And I have it organized so you only on the left here, you see what you need. Let me annotate here. Right here, course information. This has all the vital stuff for the course. The introduce yourself discussion, which is due before class, usually on Tuesday of the first week. My contact information, schedule, your syllabus right here. Yours will be fall, right? 2021, if it's fall, or maybe spring 2022, but it will be whatever is relevant, right? So moving on, the next on the left, you'll find below home. Home has all the modules for the course. Announcements. Okay, I will be sending you announcements, not every week, but usually, and certainly anytime I make a change. And let me say right now that we have class via Zoom every day, not every day, but every week on the day that your course is. So for example, in fall 2021, I have 2 courses on Wednesday and 1 Thursday at 9:10. Every week, unless I tell you otherwise. Okay, so just show up. You will always access the link. I'll show you where to access the link in a minute. Pearson Revel, this is where you access the textbook and the exercises you'll have to do online. Oops. Pearson Revel, Pearson says you can use Chrome or Firefox. It works fine on Firefox for me, not on Chrome. So try Firefox if you usually use Chrome and it fails. You select Open Revel and you create an account or sign in if you already have one. Use the same. If you do have one, use the same password and username. And then you can link your account and then select an option. Either you purchase it right away or you have a 2-week trial. And I advise, if you do the 2-week trial, I'll probably know within 2 weeks if you're going to for sure have to. Some people don't make the first lecture. If you don't, you will be dropped unless I've heard from you. If you don't get the work done right away, you will be dropped. So maybe wait for do the 2-week trial first, or if you just need to wait for your paycheck. But when you do the 2-week trial, you have to purchase it before it ends so you keep all your stuff. Okay, so here's what it looks like for me. This Revel pre-assessment right here is extra credit. I strongly suggest you all do it. It's 50 points extra credit. I'll be mentioning that again. Okay, so moving on, underneath Revel, we have the discussions. And you have a weekly discussion, plus your introduce yourself one, which was extra credit, which you should do now. Quizzes, that's where all of our chapter exams are. grades. You click that to see your grades, people, that's everybody in the course, syllabus, obviously it's a syllabus, and then confer Zoom. That is where you're going to access our weekly Zoom meetings. So you go to, if you're using your app, fine, or you go to your desktop website and you click on that and you access our Zoom meetings. So going back to our home page here, you see this is our schedule. And this is, it can be found in the syllabus. It's also in the home menu, as I've just shown you. You also have upcoming assignments appearing on Canvas to-do list on your right. This is an example. This is what it looks like. I think this is for fall 2021 already. And so you basically have 3 components for each chapter and each week, which we'll talk about in a second. So the 3 components. Every chapter, as we do 15 chapters, they have a Zoom lecture. You get 10 points for that. You have your Revel assignments, which you access through Pearson Revel. You get 30 points. Discussion, 20, and chapter exam. It's always due on Sunday for full semesters. Okay, it's really regular. So course objectives. Learn about psychology, okay? Identify major theoretical concepts. That's basically 1 a week. You'll apply some perspectives, some case studies. You'll be able to think better about the news about psychology and stuff like that. Develop critical thinking skills and then communicate effectively. And I assess that through a variety of assignments. We have 15 chapters, which includes the introduction, which is basically scientific method and introduction to psychology, main content areas in research psychology, psychological disorders, and therapy. And then there'll be a lot of supplementary materials in videos, reading. Sometimes you have to do it as project discussion, or sometimes it's just up to you, but they're a lot of fun. And I'll show some of them in our Zoom lectures as well. Instructional method, yep, it's online for the most part. Actually, the technical term is online synchronous. I hate COVID. It's a terrible thing. It's kind of ruined my life in many ways. But one of the great things about it is it taught me to do synchronous lectures via Zoom, and I actually really enjoy them. So hopefully you guys will too. The fact that a lot of your work is online means that you must be self-disciplined and self-motivated. So basically, you're going to attend Zoom lectures, you're going to read the chapter and do the exercises on Revel, you're going to do the chapter exam on Canvas, that's separate, and the discussion, and then there's assignments and a final exam. So let's look at this. Course requirements. Attendance each week is required, okay? For fall 2021, 2 Wednesdays and 1 Thursday. Each attendance is 10 points each. But you get pretty much 2 freebies, okay, because you have 130 points total for the semester. To receive credit, you must enter the Zoom meeting with your name, so I know who it is. If it just says iPhone, you don't get credit, okay, because I check later attendance. You must turn on your camera when asked to participate in activities, which is the discussion, you in breakout rooms, polls, and quizzes, and so forth. Revel. So Revel, you do the pre-course assessment, which is 53 points, and then chapter activities worth 30 points each. Don't pay attention to what it says in Revel. I input the grades personally in Canvas after looking at how you've done, the effort you've taken, the time you've taken, etc. So yes, the pre-assessment, 50 points no matter what you do. It's due on or shortly after the first day of the course by midnight. And so usually I'm going to give you for a full semester courses start Monday and it'll be due Tuesday. Oops. Okay. So on Revel, you have quizzes and some discussion activities. The activities are worth 30 points no matter what. Again, I will change it. If you make an honest effort, you will get all 30 points. Do the quizzes till you get them right. You get 3 till you get them right. You get 3 tries, do the activities. If you do it in 28 minutes and get a 50%, you're going to get a 50%. But if you take 4 hours and make an honest effort, A, you're not going to get only 50%, and B, you're going to get a little bit better than what are the percentage wise. So it's basically about effort. But if I see you've taken very little time, then you're just going to get strictly the percentage you get. Okay, next part is discussion. Every chapter you have a discussion. You must make 2 posts worth 10 points each for a total of 20 points per chapter or 300 points throughout the semester. So You have to have 2 posts and at least 200 words, okay? So you can have 2 posts with 100 words each, 1 post with 150 and 1 post for 50, but they have to be meaningful words, okay? You can't just say, hi, Joe, I love what you said, and then say, hi, Fred, I love what you said too, hi, Janie. Yeah, no, they have to be meaningful words. And you can't copy paste something that doesn't count as words. Like if you copy paste the question, no, those don't count towards your 200 words. Okay, sometimes the discussion will require completing an activity first. If I'm going to be trying to do the discussions, or at least give you time to get started on them most weeks. This means if there's an activity, I'll try to remind you so you can get it done before our Zoom class, which is what I say right here. We will complete the discussion during class when possible. If you miss class, you have to do it on your own. Okay. Discussion goals: interact with classmates, learn from others, help others learn, give people feedback if they don't quite understand a concept, and you can see that. And then, you know, reply. I've had some great interactions with students who explain things better than I do. So please enjoy this. It's a great opportunity to help each other learn. Chapter exams. Okay, this is separate from Revel. You will have quizzes on Revel, and then you will have separately a chapter exam for each chapter, 15 total on Canvas, worth 50 points each. You have 2 tries and you have 45 minutes for each. If you need exam accommodation, you have to talk to the Access and Ability Center, and then you need to tell me so I can set up your exams to allow additional time. If you don't tell me, I can't know. So just make sure you tell me. Assignments. So apart from our regular 3 activities plus lecture per chapter, you have 3 assignments worth 50 points each. You must upload them to Canvas, Word, or PDF. Blank documents don't count, and please do not do pictures, you know, JPG or picture format. I can't read because it's always too small. Don't wait to the last minute. If you complete all 3 and actually complete them, like try each question, you get 20 points, no matter what your grade is. If you do not complete all 3, you will not receive those 20 points. So your total points possible for assignments is 170, 50 per each for 3 plus a 20-point completion bonus. Pay attention to my comments. Okay, if your image is too small, which usually it is, that's why I'm telling you PDF or a link. This is for application assignment 1, I think, as people do this. Make sure you pay attention. I will, you know, if I need you to upload a bigger link or you have a broken link, I'm still going to grade it and give you full points, but only if you see what I say and do it, right? Finally, you have your final. It's due at midnight on the day of your final, which is, you know, generally a week after the last chapter we do. The chapter 15 covers everything from any chapter. You get randomly assigned questions from each chapter exam. Plus there's some more that I add. One attempt only, 120 minutes. So how do we grade this? So here's just the breakdown. Basically, this is what I've just said, but broken down. You have, like you see, 50 extra credit points for your pre-assessment on Revel, and the introduce yourself discussion is another 10 extra credit points. And I tend to offer little extra credit activities throughout the semester just to keep it interesting and fun. This is the breakdown. An A is at, and if I add assignments, an A is going to be 86.99% up and up. And B is going to be 76 to 85. C is 66 to 75, and so forth. And so if you have questions, just email me. I check my email regularly. If you don't hear from me within 24 hours during the week or 2 days over the weekend, send me another email. It probably got lost. I will always answer. Okay, so make sure you check and email me again if it gets lost. Okay, so anyway, I'm looking forward to a great semester.